Kyle Harris, come on up here, brother.
Absolutely.
Come on, Kyle! Come on.
Yes,
Come on.
yes.
I'm not going to have a mic again, so.
All right, so I
hold
want
on.
to talk about, just tell the audience your story, a little bit of your background, why you're up here, and the success that you've been able to have in telling stories on social media. I know we won't go into this story, but you've helped get a mayor elected all through social media. That
Yeah.
was fun and exciting, but I really want to actually dive a little bit more into the Gary V story, just because anybody in business knows who Gary Vaynerchuk is. Also known as Gary V, successful person when it comes to understanding how to market business, marketing tactics. I know that you helped put together a couple of people there, so let's just
Yeah.
kind of dive into that story a little bit and some of the
Yeah.
success that you've had in marketing.
So before we do that, can I get a show of hands of who has heard about Gary Vaynerchuk or knows who he is?
Okay,
Yeah.
we got a few hands.
Okay,
Got
I
a
just
few
wanted to
hands.
feel the room really quick. All right, cool. So, what about John Taffer? Have you heard of the show Bar Rescue?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we got
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna rewind just a little bit. I got my start in social at 23 years old. I had no business in this role as a social media director of the Stratosphere Hotel in Las Vegas. I don't know how I found myself there, but I did, and it was awesome because it launched my entire career in content. If anybody know about Vine?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
6
Vine
seconds?
videos.
Yeah, Vine
That-
videos.
That's
is
like
popular.
the TikTok of like 8 years ago.
Pre-TikTok, yeah. So I got my start with Vine, getting into the stratosphere. I had like 100,000 followers on Vine before it died, and just kind of weaseled my way into this role.
Yeah.
The world of a social media influencer and social media manager was so new, and I just kind of found my way into it and made it work. We were all figuring it out together.
Yeah.
And so fast forwarding from that, I got connected with John Taffer from Bar Rescue from another agency that I was working at, and he personally asked me to come work for him, and I could not turn that down. There was no way. And so working with him, he was a little bit concerned about social media. He didn't know how to really kind of make it work for him, and I went in there and I was like, dude, we're just gonna get in. We're gonna document everything, film it
Yeah.
all, because people want to know what you're actually like off TV.
Got
They
it.
want to know the story behind John Taffer.
So are you part of the some of the episodes that we would have watched on Bar Rescue at all on behind the camera or what?
The only thing that I had to do with the show itself was I was kind of vetting the stories that were coming through
Yeah.
a lot of times and sending them off to him. But other than that, with the show, I didn't really touch. But it is kind of funny because I was basically, if you followed him between like 2016 to 2018, if you ever interacted with him on social media, you were actually interacting with me.
Okay.
Yeah,
So a little
got
known
it.
secret.
You was controlling it. You
Yeah.
was controlling
I was
it.
him. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. And so getting to Gary Vee,
Yeah.
I knew that he's a business guy.
Yeah.
And I knew I had to make John Taffer become an even bigger voice on social. And I thought, what better way to get him connected to somebody who is currently controlling all of the attention on social?
yeah.
And so I hit up my buddy who actually worked at VaynerMedia at the time and was like Gary's right-hand man.
Yeah.
I said, hey, I need to make this happen. And a week later, John was on a plane to New York on the Ask Gary Vee show, and it became one of his top viewed episodes at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Super
two
cool.
high profile people that are on social media that a lot of people know about.
Yeah.
What do you think was the biggest challenge, or what was the number one thing that you learned in that the audience could apply, maybe in their own lives? Was it just tenacity? Was it being tell us what your biggest learning point?
I think the biggest learning point for me was not being scared to execute an idea that you think is too big.
Trusting
Yeah.
your gut.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people play it safe on social media.
Yeah.
A lot of people tend to kind of play within their guidelines, and I think, dude, you just have to go for it.
Yeah.
Because that's the way that the biggest thing is everybody's on your phone.
Yeah.
We're all
Yeah.
scrolling through thousands of videos a day. How do you capture somebody's attention? You just
Yeah.
have to go big or go home.
Exactly. And I think we could talk about this all day long. And social media is the world today. The world today is social media. So we can talk about this all day long.
Sure could.
But
crazy,
and right now it's what makes businesses move. It's what make people move.
Sure
and
does.
so and right now social media is a career for a lot of people. And so it's a big ideal that people are understanding. The question I want to ask you is, what do you think is what's the biggest nugget that you can give someone, right, that want to grow their social media, that wants to get more following? Don't give all the juice, right, but just give a little bit that you can share with the audience that they may like.
It's really about the story and not making it like a cookie cutter. Like, I tend to get really frustrated with brands and businesses and people who try too hard and they overproduce things and they make it look like perfect. And I just think if you're a real human like everybody else, people will relate to you, because people are kind of tired of seeing all this commercialized content. We just want real.
Yeah.
And that's what we're searching for on the internet.
Good. I like
good.
that. 100. Keep it real. Keep it
Keep it real.
authentic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Authentic.
Talbot's got a question. Swing that mic over.
I got a question. So, there's obviously some business owners out here, and there's a lot of younger people. If they want to get into social media, or there's a lot of people that have small businesses that want to promote a small business, what is the one social media platform that you would recommend being, the
Going
easiest
all
to
in
break
on.
the algorithm or whatever like that?
Yeah, I think it's really what you're comfortable with. If you like humor and you actually are funny, or you think you're funny, go in on TikTok. Try it. Try and fail. And if that's not your lane, go to Instagram. It's a little bit more tame. It's a little bit more real. I think, especially for business owners, I would say don't be afraid of TikTok. Don't be afraid of LinkedIn. LinkedIn is crazy right now with video.
It is.
They've switched up their entire.
You have the video
platform.
tab, right?
Yeah, the video
Yeah.
tab on LinkedIn.
So
Yep.
video. That's it.
Yeah. I think so. Just a lot of shorts, a lot of videos, a lot of really just getting in front of the camera and really speaking what you want the audience to know.
Yeah.
A lot of that good stuff. Really, people like to see people. People like to see people in real form.
Yeah, and you
So
know
I
what
think
it
it's
is?
crucial.
It's people like to be entertained. We don't like to be sold to.
There you go. There
And
you go.
when you can do that, and you can just kind of like, it's all about brand awareness and just being top of mind. So like for Apollo, for example, like we just want to be top of mind. So when they need you guys, they're gonna remember. Oh, I saw that video.
Yeah.
That was funny. I'm gonna call
Yeah.
Apollo.
Absolutely.